Okay, so hey, we're doing this video because we're trying to see how long we can live off of just the stuff that I shoot. And so normally these axis shanks, these I just give as dog treats, right? So, but now I'm trying to make sure that we can eat everything. I know we could eat everything technically, but that we would actually enjoy all this stuff. So we got 2 shanks here from an axis buck that I shot last week, but I guess it doesn't matter when I shot it because hopefully you guys will watch this for a long time. But there's a good amount of meat on here, and we always just kind of like poo-poo this away. So that's what that is. That's why we're doing this.
So first, I'm going to stop pointing the knife. I'm gonna do celery. It's about a cup. Most of it's cut up. Okay, then we need a onion. Do not like peeling onions. I don't know how thin you should cut the onion. It's gonna end up being like a roast. So, and now my eyes are watering. Oh God.
It's because onions make your onions make you cry.
I know. It's so sad. Can I do it blind? Let's see. We should have looked up an onion cutting hack. That'll be the next. Oh my mercy. That'll be the.
Oh my God,
Oh, the show must go on. So AJ said, Privileged Bowhunter Jr., he said if you chill the onions first, supposedly you won't have your eyes water. Now we're gonna do a bell pepper that has already been washed. And again, it's gonna end up being like a roast, so all of your vegetables are going to soften and all that good stuff. So you don't have to cut it super thin or perfect. A rough cut is enough. Right, we're gonna use mushrooms.
I know I'm one of the mushrooms.
You are a mushroom?
Mushroom kingdom. That's why it's called a beta.
About a cup and a half of the mushrooms. And all right, so we also have about 1 can of tomatoes. I think I did the Italian style version. Okay, so we have our axis shank. We're gonna remove it from our freezer bag. Oh. Ooh. Yeah, as Andre said, we've never done anything with it because after, you know, getting all the silver skin and stuff off and trying to get the good meat off, it ends up not being enough meat and just a whole bunch of work. So let the experiment commence. I'm just gonna pat it dry and
Is there any hair?
there is that 1 piece? No, no hair. It's almost like whoever got this from the fields of Lanai.
Yep.
Right.
He's also handsome.
I mean, I can agree. Oh my goodness. So I'm taking over with me onion powder, fine sea salt. I'm gonna use a peppercorn medley. Should do that. And also garlic salt. And in addition to that, we're gonna use some sazon. So before I move forward, I'm using a cast iron skillet. I have put it on medium, and it's been on medium for like a good 3-4 minutes. Skillet hot, oil cold. Ooh. And then we are going to season. Boom, boom, again, onion powder. Garlic salt. You should see the seasoning on the meat. Ooh. And I will clean my little shakers. Regular salt. No, I'm not measuring it. The measurement is that I can see each seasoning on the meat. And about a palmful of olive oil into move them around a little bit. There we go. Ooh, that looks really good. You get that? Check the other one. Ah! Ooh, yep. Move around like that. That was like what, 2 minutes? 3 minutes. Okay, a minute and a half on both sides. Obviously, like, check it first. So this is a cast iron skillet on medium heat. I waited to put the oil in until right before I put the meat in the skillet. And that's what helps prevent your meat from sticking in the pan. Hot pan, cold oil. At least for this with browning. The crock pot. The crock pot is on high already. Okay, so this is what we're getting here. Ooh. On both sides. Into the crock pot. Yeah, looking really good on both sides. Straight into the crock pot. Okay. Yeah, I started to put my vegetables in, and I still need to actually make it's kind of like gravy with our better than bouillon. I'm using sautéed onion flavor. You could use, I would say, any flavor other than chicken. So you could use vegetable flavor, you could use the beef flavor. Yeah, I think chicken would be the only thing. Chicken flavor would throw it off. So I just did a spoonful, like a regular spoonful, and then I'm gonna add hot water to it. I'm gonna add one more spoonful. Oh, wait. Of the bouillon, or better than bouillon. And then I'm gonna add more water also. Woo-hoo-hoo. It's getting hot on the sides here. You know what I didn't use? The sazon on the meat. So I'm gonna put the sazon in here because this is gonna go in the crock pot with the meat. I just have the little packet size one. Okay, so now I've got this. You can kind of see the consistency here. Okay. Ooh, I just spilled that. I'm gonna take the bell pepper, the celery, and the onion over to the skillet, and we're gonna brown that as well. Can I do it? Oh, and the mushroom as well. So we're taking mushroom, onion, celery, and the bell pepper to the skillet. So I like to put in the bell pepper first because it takes longer to brown. So just really to get it a little bit tender before throwing it in the crock pot. And then the celery. Space in the middle for the onion. All the seasoning you can see is now getting on the vegetables. And I do actually like to add a little bit of salt. So that everything tastes good. What is it, about like 2 minutes, yeah? Now I'll add our mushroom there last because, yeah, they cook super fast and we don't want them to necessarily be cooked. Just not raw. So while I'm waiting there, I'm gonna go ahead and the Better Than Bouillon vegetable paste that we added to the hot water with the addition of the Sautéing seasoning. We're gonna add that right in here over our shanks. And the shanks have, I mean, that's a really good bone. So if you see, I didn't cover the shanks because it's gonna make its own broth. Really, the Better Than Bouillon and the Sautéing seasoning mix, it's just gonna help with the flavor and that it doesn't stick and burn to the bottom of the crock pot. Also, I have the 1 can of tomatoes I'm gonna go ahead and put on. Or put in, I said put on, I meant put in. And I'm not gonna have the tomatoes sit on top of the meat. I'm gonna kind of put it in between and around. So if you bring it closer, you see here, the onions are now translucent. I don't know if that helps.
Just hold it still.
Mm-hmm.
Hold it still.
So when your onions are translucent like this, it's when you're ready. They're still crisp, but they're not like soggy. Same with your bell pepper. You can kind of tell. You can, let's see, I can stick a fork in the bell pepper, but it's not soggy. And then with your celery, same thing. I can stick a fork in it easily, but again, it's not soggy. Old school cast iron skillets are like 5 pounds. On top of trying to not burn yourself. Yeah, I'll just let that hot skillet sit here and I will come. Yeah, it's literally the seasoning that was on the meat getting onto the vegetables. And if you could smell it right now, I would eat these vegetables right now by itself. Don't have to move any further in this recipe. I forgot to say in the beginning, I'm not a professional, okay? I'm just a mom of 3 who has prepared meals, square meals. How do you say that? 3 square meals a day. Ooh, Lord. That's all I've been doing for 10 years now. Preparing 3 square meals a day. That's all, you know? Okay, so this is what you got. You got your tomatoes are down here. Boom. Veggie bed going on here. And then your Better Than Bouillon right at the bottom. And you're gonna cover this and it's going to simmer for about 3 to 4 hours on high. You can check it at about 3 hours, and if you can stick a fork in it and kind of like separate the meat, if it's tender to that point, it should be ready. But we're gonna let it sit in here for 4 hours.
Here we go. I'm excited. I'm excited, but I'm also afraid because if this is super good with all of those shanks that I've left in the woods over the years, I'm ready to fight the air.
So,
Yeah, exactly.
okay, can you hear me this way?
Woo, good Lord. Hold on. I had to. There we go. All right. That has rendered way down. Got a bed of rice because we live in Hawaii.
So this is what we're looking at for the meat.
It is
As
tender.
you see, like it's just with a spoon, I'm able to separate pieces of meat.
My buddy Arthur would call this spoon meat.
We got our bed of rice.
Let's go. Whew. Smells good. It's super hot. This is crazy tender. Just shredding away. Good Lord, that's hot. Woo. All right, let me pray. Give it time to cool down. Lord, thank you for this food. Thanks for for nourishing body. In Jesus' name, amen. Bruh. Why y'all ain't tell me? I'm mad at everybody. We're somewhere around 8,400 subscribers. Now, ain't not a nan one of y'all that told me how good these shanks are. You know how many dogs then ate these shanks? Y'all cut off. Every single one of y'all cut off. Hey, we didn't really do exact measurements. We measured from the sole like grandma used to do. If you don't know what that means, then this recipe might not be for you, but you can see generally what we use: some celery, some mushrooms, some tomatoes, some GSP, garlic, salt, pepper, bell pepper. Just do all of that. Season till you can smell the seasoning on the meat. You know what I mean? Sear it, throw it in a crock pot until it's fork tender, and that's it. It's Privileged. I know you know how to spell bow hunter. We love y'all. Peace. I need some time to myself. Bye.